Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wise 4E channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The star of Sister Wise, Kody Brown, is grieving the loss of his son, Garrison Brown, and while many fans are placing the blame on him, this is not appropriate. Kody's condition is really precarious right now. Hopefully, he isn't perusing the offensive remarks that users have been making on his Kody Brown Instagram page. If so, they're going to terrify him, adding to the already nearly intolerable emotional suffering. It's likely that Kody is still having difficulty accepting reality. Before Kody and Janelle Brown experience the acceptance stage of their loss, it will take a long time. Nothing can bring Garrison back, but Kody and Janelle are holding on to their faith. With any luck, their faith in God will keep them going. Garrison endured on Earth. His roommate told US Weekly that Garrison was an. The source also mentioned that Garrison was having issues with an ex-girlfriend. Maybe Garrison was grieving. Although Kody is held accountable, there were many things going on inside of Garrison. Only he knew what was going through his mind just before he passed away. Garrison's soul can now soar, free from suffering. His parents will see him again in heaven at some point. Even the kindest and most caring people make life-ending decisions occasionally. They could plan their deaths or act impulsively. The world may be a harsh place, and people with high levels of sensitivity could find it difficult to deal with humanity at its worst. Garrison didn't have the dog-eat-dog mindset like other people do. He was a good man who gave Truly Brown, the daughter of Christine Brown, a new interest by building her a flower garden. It is now that fans should honor this kind of generosity. Janelle and Kody will remember that. If Garrison was truly an alcoholic, it is said that he drank every evening. His addiction might have altered his brain in a way that increased his propensity for impulsivity and bad decision-making. Irrationally, he may have taken the decision to take his own life in the heat of the moment while experiencing despair. The National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism states that, in an exclusive In Touch Weekly interview, Janelle revealed on camera that her son was changing, even if Garrison was a good friend and a good landlord. Rather than Kody, alcoholism may have been the cause of such alterations, says she. Following the sad passing of Garrison, Kody added a fan's comment to a post he had made on Instagram on January 10, 2023. According to that Sister Wives watcher, Kody was responsible for his son's passing. They had the impression that Garrison yearned for love and acceptance from you. Writing this now, when Kody's suffering is unbearably great, is incredibly cruel. Kody has been blamed for nearly everything, even for being unconcerned with Garrison. In a scene from Sister Wise, Garrison informed his father that he had enlisted in the army. When other parents might have been proud, Kody initially gave the impression of being contemptuous. But if one looks at it closer, one could see, as Kody put it, a father who genuinely feared that his son would suffer harm or even lose his life if he was. People tend to think the worst about Kody, and it's true that he's had conflicts with his kids and prioritized Robin. These are actual facts. Kody's children are sharing their inner worlds when they tell the world that they feel neglected, with the exception of the children he shares with Robin. Their feelings are real. The majority of 25-year-old men, however, do not commit suicide as a result of parental conflict. Thus, while Kody's problems were only one piece of a very gloomy and depressing puzzle, other factors were also at work, working upon Garrison and driving him into self-destruction. It's untrue when supporters tell Kody that everything is his fault, and it probably hurts him deeply. He's blaming and punishing himself already, of course. It's crucial to treat him fairly and take into account all of the other events in Garrison's life. Young adults frequently become damaged after breakups. In reality, heartbreak can be extremely damaging to younger people, as per a peer-reviewed study available on the National Institutes of Health website. These facts, of course, will not halt the wave of hatred, but it's likely that Kody was unaware that Garrison's life was in jeopardy. This terrible incident caught both Janelle and him off guard. Based on a text exchanged in a group chat with members of the Brown family and part of the Sister Wise team, Janelle did discover that her son was experiencing anxiety due to the invasion of privacy that comes with being filmed. Because she is so in love with her son, Janelle has a strong maternal instinct. She was unable to save him, though. It was too late, even if she tried. Naturally, Cody would have attempted to save Garrison as well if he had realized what was going on. Cody is now being portrayed as the worst person alive. Is it even appropriate? Not in a manner. In a comment on the same page, a different fan made reference to the past and blamed Garrison's father. The fan included Robin in the conversation this time. This was anticipated. She is Cody's diva. Cody's true love is Robin. He might be doubting every choice he's ever made because of the extreme cost he's had to pay for true love. Not many people have ever experienced such a high cost of love. The consummate polygamist, Cody, was unable to maintain his interest in his other spouses. All he loved was Robin. He maintained his masquerade for years, going through the motions to keep his several marriages intact. Once more, he has been portrayed as a monster for acting in this way, yet there is more to learn. Maybe Cody persisted because he owed Janelle, Mary, Christine, and their shared kids an obligation of loyalty. While Cody did isolate himself during the COVID-19 pandemic, many others followed suit. Many had very stringent rules about social separation, disguising one's identity and other things. Cody's wife all left him. He didn't really leave any of them. Well, maybe Mary, with whom he had a long-standing emotional breakdown. In reality, he remained a polygamist. However, he receives little recognition for it, or for much of anything. He has frequently been the target of jokes in the past. Assaulting the ultra-patriarch who chauffeured Robin about in a sleek white sports vehicle is far too simple. It's far too simple to scrutinize him, but if everyone else was scrutinized to the same extent, who would be spared criticism? Nobody. He did, in fact, sign up for this. Garrison did not. Now is the perfect moment to take into account Cody's perspective and the fact that he is a human person. It's possible that Cody's passion for Robin and fame got to him sometimes, leading him to make terrible choices. But it feels so awful to say, this is your fault, when he's grieving, and he will be for the rest of his life. It might be completely incorrect to place the entire blame on him, given specific circumstances regarding addiction, breakups, and other related issues. Unknowingly, Cody and Janelle made a poor choice when they decided to feature Garrison on TV. Since every youngster is unique, Garrison's reaction to the spotlight wasn't good. Most likely, he felt betrayed. Those were actual problems, along with his problems with Cody. Again, this does not absolve his father of responsibility for his passing, even though they might have paved the way for addiction in later life. This sad result was unpredictably going to happen. Peyton Brown and Gwendolyn Brown, two of his other children, appear to thrive on celebrity. Their dispositions are well suited for public life. They're outgoing people. Garrison might have been an introvert who detested being on camera. He might have been angry about that, and some of that anger might have come through in his conversations with his parents, particularly Cody. It goes without saying that Janelle and Cody are mentally berating themselves for all of this. Is it really necessary for Sister Wives fans to cut themselves? Not all of them, but some will. While some fans might sincerely think that Cody is to fault for this, others are just trolls who take pleasure in inciting hatred among their followers. Garrison has been loved by Cody and Janelle since he was a newborn. They hugged and held him in their arms. They gave him food and baths. He was their child. Yes, later on, things became tense between Cody and Garrison, but Garrison will always remain Cody and Janelle's baby. That explains why the verbal abuse they're currently receiving is so clumsy. Cody suffered a terrible loss of his child regardless of what he did. Most likely, he's in shock and not feeling well. People are behaving as though he is unconcerned. Janelle is suffering greatly since she attempted to save her son's life. Anything Sisters Wives viewers can do to ease their parents' pain during this extremely trying time, like offering real condolences instead of placing blame and placing shame on them, will undoubtedly be helpful. One day, those who chose to judge might also be judged. Cody and Janelle think that God exists. Their poly marriage was based on that faith. Despite the dissolution of their union, neither of them has claimed to have abandoned faith. They are being tested at the moment. With any lucky, their faith will carry them through. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.